loves, so we have filmed this video before, but half the sound was missing, so we are going to film it again. We're going to jump in and we're going to talk about the new Makeup Revolution eye foils. I'm wearing one on my eye today. We're just going to swatch them. I'm going to give you my thoughts now that I've used them a little bit. Yeah, so let's do that. So first we can talk about how cute this mailer is. Very cute. I love the rose gold, the white, all about it. So there are 7 new shades of eye foils. I believe these are only available on revolutionbeauty.com. Tam Beauty has changed to revolutionbeauty.com, and Makeup Revolution is focusing on just being called Revolution now. So just so you guys know, if anything changes, that's why all of their social media has changed to Revolution. So it's like I Heart Makeup changed to I Heart Revolution and stuff like that. So I'm sure that I'm going to mess up a whole bunch and say Makeup Revolution and I Heart Makeup and all the wrong things, but that's okay. P.S. I ordered a ton of stuff from Revolution Pro, so that's on its way. Anyway, we're gonna jump into these eye foils. So if you guys have been watching me for quite some time, you know that I loved the eye foils. I still love rose gold. I think that's honestly like the OG one is like my ride or die favorite eye foil ever, but I have used these a little bit and I like them. I do really like them. They're really pretty. I have this pinky one on my eye. It's Rival. So we'll just start with that one because why not? I don't feel like they're quite as foily. I did use the primer though, and back in the day I never used the primer. So I don't know if that kind of smooths it out and makes it not as like, because the foils were like very piecey, kind of like the Steel and Magnificent Metals. Those I don't use with a primer either. I usually just like touch the little pot, put it on my lid. But these ones, so these ones do not come with a little mixing tray like the last ones did. They do come with obviously the product, and you get the little primer, which I did use the primer mixed in again today. You can see it's all over the lid because I just mix it in the lid. Okay, so we're gonna swatch them without the primer and then with the primer. By the way, I probably haven't addressed this yet. My hair's pink. It's pink again. It's on its way to being a lighter pink, I think. But we lasted about 10 months being brunette and that was enough. That's enough. Okay, so I'm going to bring you in a little closer so we can get some really good swatches going. This one is Rival. I painted my nails just for you guys. They're not good, but they're painted. This one is kind of a pinky shade. Just like the other ones, I think I prefer the non-primer version. So this is without a primer. This is just me tapping my fingertip into the little pot and swatching it. But luckily this one still has product in the lid. So I'm just going to add a little drop of primer and mix it around. There's no instructions on the actual packaging, so I'm just going with what you were supposed to do the first time. So I'm just going to mix that product up and then swatch it. So this bottom one is with the primer. It does apply much smoother. This is really difficult to try and swatch so you guys can see it. So here's the primer and then the other one is without the primer. So it's definitely got a little bit more of a sheen. I feel like you can see the glitter more in the one without the primer than with the primer personally. It's just more of like a sheen. And then it's a little more chunky when you don't use the primer. So I really think that this just comes down to your preference. If you want the more chunky foiled metallic look, I feel like they look more foily without the primer. But then they're just like super metallic amazingness with the primer. So again, that one was Rival. Let's move on to the next one. This guy, Rebound, is my favorite. I haven't even put it on my lid yet, but I just know that I'm going to be completely obsessed. Oh, it's so good. It reminds me a lot of rose gold. The OG rose gold. So pretty. So I'll show you with this one how I've been using them. So you take your lid, setting my lid down, and then I'm gonna go into this little pot. You can see there's a little indent. And I'm gonna take this flat brush and kind of, again, I might be totally wrong with this, but I'm gonna take a little tiny bit and put it in the lid because I want you guys to see how freaking gorgeous this shade is. This is everything. This is like everything. It's beautiful. It's definitely a rose gold. I think it's funny that this one isn't called rose gold and the one called rose gold is red, but I didn't name them. Maybe they're doing something like, because Colourpop loves to name things differently, like they'll name a blue coconut when you think a white would be named coconut. Okay, so this is a little bit in the lid. We're just going to take a little boop boop of the primer. I don't need the tray. I never use the tray. I would have done it in the lid anyway. Hopefully you'll be able to see how much smoother this goes on. So it just goes on really smooth. I think I got a little too much primer. These are some crazy swatches. Sorry, guys. So I was trying to swatch and show you, which was a mistake because look at that crazy swatching. But this crazy one over here is with the primer. A little more opaque not using the primer, but it goes on much smoother with the primer. I think personally, I'm gonna do both. I think that what I did today was I kind of used the primer, put it on the lid, it made it very smooth, very easy to apply. And then I went back and tapped a little bit on. I wish that I would have put this shade on. Ugh. God, that's good. I love it, I love it, I love it. If you're gonna pick up one, this is my number one. Since I have filmed this video before, I've swatched them all. This is my jam. So again, here are the swatches. The top one is with no primer. The bottom is with the primer. Again, it just makes it smoother, easier to apply with the primer. But okay, next we're gonna do the unicorn foil. This one is much more sheer than the other ones. This is the most sheer out of all of them. I have used this one in a video before. This is what it looks like in the little pot. It's like a white base with kind of a pinky purple duochrome. It's like chunkier, if that makes sense, like pastier. It's like a paste. This one needs a little more work, but girl, once you blend that in, look at that. That would make a beautiful actual highlight. It's not as foiled either. It's just like a very glittery duochrome sheen. I hope you can see it. Again, this never does it justice. This one, actually, I see a difference with the primer. See that right there? The one that's reflecting right now. This one, that one's with the primer. This one's without. Definitely a difference with the primer. It's definitely more reflective. There she is. Now she's arrived. She's still beautiful over here, but she's a little more glam over here. So again, this one is the unicorn foil. Bottom is with primer. My stomach's growling, sorry. Top is without. This one is the orange one. It's Conflict. This one is beautiful. There she is. This one's insane. I cannot wait to do a look. I just want to put this all over my lid. It's just, look at that. Just bam. Orange. I feel like it's orange with gold glitter. Let's see. So that's without a primer. This one, I noticed a difference too. I feel like this brings out the gold a lot more in that. So this one is with primer. That one is without. So top no primer, bottom with primer. You can see the glitter a lot more. It makes it more golden. This one I prefer with a primer, but it's beautiful either way. Again, this one was Conflict, so the orange one is Conflict. Let's do rose gold. This one is the only one that confuses me because this is not rose gold. This is very much a red, but it's called rose gold, so I'm going with it. This is insanely beautiful. So here it is. This is with no primer. I don't feel like it's picking up the actual like glitter. Maybe if I like move it differently, I'll be able to see. But there's definitely like purple and red and orange, I think. Glitter, it's just very multidimensional. So it's beautiful. See how much smoother that just is so smooth. It's like painting. So much pigment. Okay. So bottom with primer. Top with no primer. What do you think? Beautiful. I can see more glitter in the foiled version. So with primer, without primer. This one right here is Retreat. It's like an olive green golden shade. It's beautiful. This one I recall, I think I liked it a little more foiled, like with the primer than without. It's like when you rub your finger in, they're all like a little bit chunky. Which is a foil. That's like it happens in all foils. This one's a little extra chunky, but this one has, I feel like, more glitter than like any of them. Glitter on point. I put way too much on. So this right here, no primer, and look at all that glitter. This one you actually see the glitter. A lot of them, there's glitter in them, almost all of them, but it's kind of just a sheen. I hope that makes sense. This one, yeah, look at how much more glitter you can see. Like it's beautiful both ways, but I definitely feel like that really brings out the glitter. So bottom with primer, top without primer. And again, this one is Retreat, one of my favorites. Each one of these is just, it inspires me. They're just inspiring. I like can think of makeup looks I want to do with them, given most of these are just like I want to slap it all over my lid and just be a foiled goddess, because who doesn't want to be? This last one is Overcome. It is a bronzy brown. There is Overcome. This one I feel like is the least glittery of them all. It's still not as metallic as some of them. This is with the primer, top. So top without, bottom with primer. You can definitely see a little more glitter in there, but it's not really metallic like the other ones are. I feel like the other ones are like, bam, glitter, glow in your face. It's really pretty. It's just not as foily. I wish it was like stepped up a little bit. I think if you put this one with Retreat, that kind of olive green golden one, it would be beautiful. So again, that one is Overcome. All right, loves, so that is all of the swatches. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you want more Makeup Revolution videos. Again, I'll give you my top favorites real quick. My number one, if you're gonna buy one, I would start with Rebound. It's just so beautiful and metallic and just everything you want in an eye foil. This guy is beautiful. I do really love Rival, which is the pinky one. And then that orange one, which is Conflict, is just insane. But they're all beautiful. Obviously, whichever one is for you, I would try. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, I'm wearing it on my eyes. This video is already up. I will link it down below if it's not. Please subscribe so you don't miss it if you're excited for this makeup tutorial, which I try to add the Self palette on. I tried a whole bunch of new products, so that'll be linked down below once it is up, or just subscribe, check my channel, you guys know the drill. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you soon, okay? Okay, bye. I'm like, do it for the tube. I make myself feel better that way, so just let me have it. Just let me have it, okay? Where did this lid come from? Do you ever do that? You like find a lid and you're like, what do you belong to? I am my own person. I am woman. Hear me roar. I want a pink hair, so we got pink hair. Let's get into the swatches. I'm going to bring you a little closer, so I keep looking at the monitor because I'm like, pink hair is pink. It's pink. Wow, sorry, that's really messy and all you can see is my chin. So this bottom one is with the wow, start over, okay. Oh, my makeup bag just literally fell upside down. Like my everyday makeup bag is like turned upside down. I want to say okay like Kim Kardashian does and I can't. Can you guys say it? Let me know down below. I want to know. I'm going to see if I can just like tap the tiniest bit on. I might regret this, but I put it a lot on, so I might. But if you want it chunky, more glittery, if you want to be a mad scientist, get one of these. I've got lash glue under my nail. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh man, I still have some unicorn foil on my hand. That's not the right side, silly butt. I'm rambling to myself, pretending someone's listening.